Yeah, it makes for really great stuff.
#91,
Only
car
under
one.
a yellow to be able to ask them that sort of thing. You're not going to get them talking in full race speeds, but it makes just the whole spectacle that much more real. Terrific.
It sure does, but having said all that, we can now see there's more incident at the track. Even as we were speaking, there's some other problem. Let's now see if we can return and find out what's happening.
The year at Indy. He was having a fine run here. A green flag pit stop dropped him down 3 laps off the leader, but he was coming back and was in 8th place.
Yeah, they're doing a tremendous job. Steve was doing an outstanding job. The crew was extremely happy all weekend with Steve in the car, and it looks like they're working on it a little bit. He's a little taller. He's a tall guy compared to a lot of these drivers, and again, it looks like they're working a little bit to get Steve out of that race car.
Now, when the caution came out, Scott Sharp was on pit road, and per the IRL rules, if you are past the entrance to pit road, you are okay to go and complete your pit stop. So he is done with his stop. The rest of the cars on the lead lap will likely pit during this caution when the pits open.
Middle of the track, pace car. Middle of the track, pace car. In for middle of the track.
So Mel Harder, IRL control on the radio. Robbie Unser is on pit road, and Scott Sharp's pit stop allowed Buddy Lazier to get back up on the lead lap. As he came around under green and passed Sharp in the pit, Sharp was the race leader. Well, let's have a look and see if we can figure out what happened to Steve Knapp at turn 2.
Again, this is coming out of turn 2. They come up the hill. Oh, he's in trouble way back in the corner. Right here he got in trouble. So something obviously broke entering the corner. And, you know, when it breaks at that point on the entry, you get a good long run at the wall, and that's not what the driver wants to see.
That car came around and hit left side.
Well, it definitely did. So it broke real early getting in, and maybe did 360. Sometimes that can help you scrub off some speed, and that can be a benefit to the driver. Yeah, you can see him right there. You can see Steve. They're pulling him out.
And we'll get an update on Steve Knapp for you just as soon as we can. Most of the leaders have made pit stops. Tony Stewart ahead of Arie Luyendyk, Scott Sharp, Buddy Lazier, Robbie Unser.
And they got the backboard. They put the backboard in behind Steve, and if there's any chance at all, what the safety guys do is they get that backboard on him, which tries to immobilize the neck and the back, so you don't compound any problems trying to get the driver out. So it's really a safety procedure, and it's sort of a good sign because he is awake, and they're not in a big rush to get him anywhere. So.
Knapp making only his 2nd start of the season. He was 3rd at Indianapolis, a most impressive rookie debut. Named rookie of the race in this year's Indy 500. And have a very strong run here. They got a few laps down and then came back up through the field. Was running 7th at the time of this crash in turn 2. Jeff Ward hit the wall in turn 3. Sam Schmidt coming out of turn 4. Eddie Cheever and Greg Ray crashed at turn 2, and now this incident.
Well, again, he's up against the wall. We see that real late.
I'll show you Arie Luyendyk's view of what happened
from the in-car camera. This is down the front straightaway, and you can see in front of him the car just jumped sideways and backed into the wall left side first. Again, Luyendyk was close enough to it as he went to the wall. Luyendyk had no trouble getting underneath.
Similar to Sam Schmidt's crash, except Luce going into the corner instead of coming out. 154 laps complete. CBS Sports coverage of the Pep Boys 400K continues after this message and a word from your local station.